So minus the 15 grand as a winning prize, like what keeps you motivated late in a season?
Yeah, it's definitely tough. Like especially when now we're racing into October. It feels so late in the year, but yeah, just wanting to finish the season strong. Like we've been since like the winter, just so much work gone into the year. You just want to finish it on a good note and go into the off season like feeling good about it. So, yeah, I'm still pretty motivated to cap off the season with a good result.
Yeah, it is interesting going so late compared to some previous years. Last year, you guys
Yeah,
raced quite late, and I feel like in the middle of the year it drags, and then I think like you can see sort of light at the end of the tunnel. Or maybe you've made some holiday plans. You're like, okay,
totally.
let me just
Yeah.
knuckle down. Like it seems like the motivation like ramps up right near the end. You want to go into the off season like with a good result normally.
For sure. Yeah, it sucks when you leave a season on like a bad result and it's got that little like sour taste in your mouth, and then it's just not a nice feeling really. So, and this year's been kind of funny because we had such a break in the middle of the summer. We had like almost 2 months off like World Cup racing. So yeah, I kind of feel like I was able to sort of take a break then and get like ramped back up for the end of the season. So that's helped. But yeah, off season's gonna be nice. I'm excited.
Yeah, but so did you have a conscious effort to take a break, like have a holiday, because it was such a big break? Like it's quite hard to stay. Maybe people don't understand like to stay focused, to stay like it takes a lot of energy to be on your A game. Did you say, okay, I'm consciously going to switch off here and then like ramp it up again?
For sure. I think for downhill too, it's like it's such a mentally taxing sport. That it's like the mental energy and the stress and the nerves that wears you out more than almost the like physical side sometimes. So yeah, like when we had that break, we went to Whistler and did Crankworks, but we took it pretty easy, and that was kind of like my middle of the summer holiday almost. So I definitely made a conscious effort to like kind of just like knock it back a gear and take a little break, like more mentally than anything. So I think that helped because now, it's now like 3 months after that and we're still racing. So, yeah, it's a long season. So I think it's important to give yourself like a little like mental holiday, if anything else.
And do you think that comes with age? Like in your younger years, would you have just ripped it up at Whistler and like continued the training as hard as possible, thinking like, the more hard I work, the better it's going to be? And sometimes now I think people realize like less can be more because of that mental taxing part.
For sure. Yeah, I think it's definitely something like with experience you kind of know when it's like important to take your foot off the gas a little bit, and also know that this is actually going to be helpful for me. Yeah, sometimes you feel like you just need to do more and more and more, but I think with experience you realize like, right, I only have this much energy. I need to kind of channel it in the right way. So, yeah, I feel like I did a pretty good job of that. But
yeah, and people don't know, like you spend 2 days prior to sitting down here testing. So that's often long days. The weather wasn't great.
Yeah.
And often that would be prep at home, flying in late. But you've
Right.
still got to do those sort of things, like even late in the season. So you were like, I'm actually happy it's raining today. Because that forces you to just sit still.